check or are we just going?
Yeah, do a mic check. Fuck it. Mic check. 1, 2.
Hello. Yeah.
2024.
New year. Same old us.
24.
Welcome
Alert.
back.
2024.
Oh, okay.
Alert. We're back, baby.
Hell yeah.
Back.
That's the way to start a new year.
We back like we left something.
I know that's right. What's that Travis Porter song? Run that shit back like you left some.
Dude,
Whatever happened to Travis Porter?
Classic. He lost his eye and went to
That's-
prison.
There were three of them. It was not one guy.
Oh. Who's the one that lost his eye and went to
Betty
prison?
Wap.
Yeah.
Is he in prison?
Manufacturing and trafficking.
No shit. Are you serious?
Yeah, look it on your phone. Check it. Seriously.
I believe you, but
He did his mugshot. He's done.
Damn,
It's
dude.
Or like,
I remember.
Tory
Dude,
Lanez
I
and all
do
of
think I
them.
remember seeing that. Damn, he thought they about to use that eye hole in prison like a fucking.
No, I don't know. That's a little much. Like that would
Sorry.
be.
Sorry.
That would,
That was so graphic. It's 2024, baby.
I 2024.
Fucking eye holes now.
And actually,
Speechless.
it's a crazy thing when I was in reception for basic training. You go to it's like prison where you go to like a little reception where they fill you out, they get everything.
Well, you had to go to prison for basic training.
No, but like okay, when you go to prison, I don't know. I've never been to prison, but you're supposed to go through you do go through a reception process where they all your medical, all your stuff, but it takes a very long time because they got to process hundreds of people a day.
Right.
Well, the military does the same. You get there, you do like a 2-week period where you're not in basic training. You're just in like this building with other people, like Lord of the Flies, dude. Like Hunger. Like seriously, it's let me think here. It was just bunks. Like as far like just a big open room bay, long bay, like you would see in a movie, like Full Metal Jacket. You know how they're all sleeping in bunk. That's exactly how reception was, but you didn't even know anything. Like they didn't give you. They're just like, go stay in this reception. Here's your clothes. Give us your phones. Give us everything. And so like we were having like straight up all the black people. Like I hung out with only black people, all the Mexicans, all the Puerto Ricans, all the white people. Like immediately,
So it was like prison gangs.
Immediately. It was just natural. Like you didn't even think it was weird.
What was the point of it? Though? Like, what was the point of it?
You go through like every day. You go get your hair cut. Go get your running shoes. Go to the store because before you get there you have to have certain running shoes. You have to have your uniforms, and that's a whole like to go get your uniforms. They have civilian people there working. You're just going through a line. They're measuring everything. Boom.
Yeah.
Here's your uniform. Boom. And then, so every day you're doing something new for those 2 weeks and then they got to figure out where to place you, make sure you're not a psychopath. And
so it's like a kind of tryout kind of thing, but it's like
Yeah,
to
you
test your
cannot
mental like.
yeah, yeah.
This is the beginning of your basic training, or
Yeah, like the first thing you do when they roll you in on the bus. Is
damn.
like sleep. You're like, because you're just like, they're just like, all right, good, later.
Yeah.
And then you're just sleeping in a room with a bunch of dudes you never met before. It's weird.
Were you like?
The more I think about it, my personality should be different now because you had no choice but to integrate. You had no choice but to, like, we were cool with other, but seriously, it was so weird. You just latched onto your own race. It was very weird.
Yeah.
But there was like drama, like, because you got to think there's people from there's crazy. You don't know who the fuck's in there.
Yeah. Did you guys ever like have to interact with other branches of the military? Like, did you ever met just some like crazy motherfuckers? Like just people you're like, you're people who like live, eat, sleep, and breathe the fucking military. Like,
yeah.
Those are the people that scare me. Like people that are hardcore
Usually they're like
patriots.
the nicer ones because they're like, well, there's like stupid ones, but there's smart ones too that are just for the good of it.
Yeah.
But there's like psychos that don't give a fuck.
I love my country.
Yeah.
I'll die for my country.
We got a license to murk.
Yeah, yeah. People just want to get in there to hold a gun and be able to shoot somebody. Some
do. It wasn't my cup of tea, but some people, and then some people are responsible. They're just normal.
Right.
It's just
people
like
just doing it to pay for college.
Yeah, it's wild. Like getting dropped off. Like you ride a bus to somewhere you don't know, and you can't talk to. Like they take your phone. You're just like, all right. Well,
what made you want to join? Like what was
money?
Yeah.
Like my shit was going in like my life was, going to shit, and then it didn't really change much, to be honest.
Hey, look at you now, though. You
Lavish,
gotta own a house and shit.
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. Well, glad you're okay.
It was all right.
We've been speaking of houses, we've been house hunting right now, dude. It's the fucking worst.
We're at Toledo,
Perrysburg, Sylvania.
Don't buy a house in Perrysburg. Here's the thing about houses I didn't know, and I don't take care of any of the banks. Like I don't know anything about it, but they will just raise your shit, like your payments.
Oh yeah.
Like no problem. Like, oh, you owe more taxes, or you're just paying all the time something.
Yeah. Perrysburg and like Maumee area have the crazy ass taxes. Yeah. Tax the shit out of you.
Like yeah.
Plus the interest rates suck right now. Like everybody's selling houses for way more than they're worth. Like
yeah, you might be at a good time when it goes. Like you might be close to it.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that, dude.
I would like to live like certain parts of Toledo because the taxes in Toledo ain't shit. But
yeah,
shit sucks, dude.
I was telling. I don't remember who I was telling about the housing. Like how housing is going to change eventually. It's going to be like the stock market where you can just do it yourself.
Right.
Like you're not going to be you're not going to get a realtor. You're going to be like, oh shit, I can just go figure out how to put it online somewhere myself and just sell it.
Like they do with cars now, like Carvana and shit. Like
yeah, well,
fucking houses.
Yeah, but see, Carvana's wild. Like you can just get a car with nothing and
they'll drop it off at your damn house.
Yeah, and then they'll just like have it for a month and people like do that shit.
I mean, they're gonna start doing that with houses too. Now they already got houses they can just like taking pieces and like put them together when they get there. Like that's shit's wild. Like you're gonna be able to do that.
Yeah,
eventually.
we're living in the future that you got to think we're living extremely advanced.
Yeah,
like I think about that. That's all I ever think about.
Right.
Dude. Like, let's see. When you were just like 11 to now, like you have your whole information is in your palm of your hand, or you're surrounded by it.
Right.
You can. When you were 11, you got in your mom's car or your dad's car, and you played like a tape or listened to the radio. Now you're just like, oh, I want to listen to, Lil Bow Wow.
Access to any music at all times. Like
we always talk about that, dude, because that's just like mind-boggling. To me.
Yeah, it really is. Kind of is.
What's his name? Who owns Facebook?
Mark Zuckerberg.
So he did a
Marky Z
interview on YouTube, fully in the metaverse with Lex Friedman or something. This dude. They did it through the goggles, but the screen was them talking, but it wasn't them. Like it was all AI, and they did the whole interview through. Damn, I thought I didn't hit record, dude. I looked down. They did the whole interview through AI, but it was in the dude. So,
but it looked like them though, like in the metaverse.
No, you didn't know.
Yeah,
you didn't know at first. The only thing is, it only went to here. Like it cut off. It was just black.
Yeah,
it was just their faces to here, and like Zuckerberg was like talking like it was just no big deal, and that you could tell like the interviewer was like, "This is wild," because so it kept going back to them like on screen.
Yeah,
and they'd have the glasses on, and you could tell the dude's like not getting it, like his brain's not. Like
it wasn't
what
like
we're seeing on the screen in full HD right in front of him. He sees Mark Zuckerberg.
Right.
They're not in the same room.
Yeah.
And he's like sitting there like he keeps, and Mark Zuckerberg's like, and then we're gonna like just talking
because he's used to it. Like
no, dude, that shit is so. There was a girl who filed charges for sexual assault. I don't know the facts, but I heard this was on TikTok, so take it for what it's worth.
Right.
Who filed sexual assault in the metaverse because dudes were harassing her in VR. So and it stuck. It worked.
I mean, I guess
like
it's
sexual, and she was underage.
Cyber sexual harassment's kind of a thing too. Like if you send like random or like illicit messages or something. Like, well, that's
we're gonna be living where you can go. You're gonna go to work on your headset.
Yeah, a lot of people already do that.
Yeah.
All remote, like. Oh.
It's Cupcake.
Hey, Cupcake.
Did you open that door, Cupcake? Wait, whoa. Did you just open that door and come down here?
Just fucking, dude. She's living in the metaverse right now, dude.
We're in the metaverse. Right? I always think about, like, what if we're in a coma and then you're just like
the fucking Matrix?
Day, you're like, what the fuck? You're like 16. You're like, what?
I didn't like.
Your whole life is. Yeah.
I didn't do shit.
Damn, I'm only 16. Yeah, you got a car accident. This is where you.
I think about that. Like when I was younger, I used to have existential crisis all the time. Like, how do I know I'm not dreaming right now? Like I could be sleeping. Like, because sometimes dreams feel weird or real as fuck.
Look at the clock and then look away and then look again.
Yeah.
And if the time changes drastically, you're dreaming.
Yeah. Dude, that shit's scary though. Like
I do that when I'm driving sometimes. Like there's a road by my house. It's all country. So when I come home from work at night, it's pitch black. There's no lights. It's the one perpendicular to this road.
Yeah.
Down here, and I turn on my brights, and they put new poles up, and they're like huge poles. And then there's the short ones still, the electricity poles or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just like so trippy. That light and this all darkness around those poles, and I think like, what if I just seen like fucking legs, like a giant walk across? Somebody else saw it. One time I was kind of hungover, and I was like, that anxiety, and I'm driving to do something in the morning, and it's dark and it's foggy, and I'm like, dude, there could be giants just fucking walking around.
Fucking giants of all things. That's your biggest fear, giants.
I do fear.
They're scary as fuck, dude.
Ooh. Like if Big Show or like Andre the Giant showed up on television,
oh, dude.
I'm like, God. Like as soon as I hear
too
it's
big.
Big Show.
You only hang around like short people. Like
Shorter than
man,
me.
you're too tall.
Midgets.
Too tall to be my friend.
Get out of here, midget.
You ever had like a glitch? Like if you ever feel like you had like a glitch in the Matrix or something, like some shit weird happened you can't explain, but like nobody else like noticed. Like
I was playing basketball. This has happened a few times. I was playing basketball with my at my friend's place, and he lives on a. This was in like maybe high school, maybe middle school, and he lived on a busy country road, 55 miles per hour, and a ball bounced off, and I went to go get a rebound, and I reached out for it, and I got it, and a car literally was like boom, full speed, because there was like trees there, so they would have never seen you running out.
Right.
And then literally I ran out, and then I just like walked back. I'm like, dude, and my buddy's like, what the fuck, dude? And I'm like, I don't like it. It didn't even feel real.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was weird.
Yeah. So, I mean, if we are living in some simulation, it's pretty well done. But there, you can see some.
Yeah.
You can see some.
There's got to be something.
I remember one time I was working at Panera Bread, and I worked on the line, so I made all the sandwiches and shit, and like prepped the food, and we had screens that show the orders, and they had like time on the screens to show how long the order's been up or whatever.
Right.
And I remember standing there, and the fucking screen froze for a second, and the time stopped moving, and I look over at my coworkers, and everybody's dead still, dude. Like nobody's moving.
Nah.
And then for it was like 2 or 3 seconds, but I was like, did we just say like a time warp or something? Because I mean, maybe it was just like a thing where it just happened to be coincidental, like the same, like the. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
It's probably true.
I think about that all the time.
We're getting very close to something like that. Like to.
Yeah.
We're in like the age of like figuring, like, I think that. So this is a part. So I think that big things, entertainment wise.
Mm-hmm.
Big things are going to become smaller, and instead of things becoming saturated, the wealth is going to be spread.
Yeah.
Because people are understanding, I don't need this, that, and so many few people were controlling, say, just the music industry,
right.
Podcasting, the restaurant business, where like McDonald's could control an area, Walmart can control an area, whatever company pays for podcast controls podcasting.
Yeah.
Well, now people are like, well, if you're good enough, you can just put yourself out there.
Right.
If people latch on, people will want to run ads through you. So
if you know how to market yourself and stuff. Yeah.
So like these big people are overexposed. Like a big one, in my personal opinion, and I like this person, but like Dave Chappelle is overexposing himself to a point where it's not that he's going to get canceled; it's that no one's going to care anymore.
Right,
it's going to get old. Like
he's kind of.
Did you hear? I didn't see his newest one, Dreamer, but I heard about it, and it's like, okay, who cares? Well, we got it. The trans thing like beat it to death.
Yeah.
And I watched his one special where he did it at the school when he got the gym named after him or something at his old school. And dude, once again, he just beat it with like, and I'm like, it's not. The Chappelle Show was funny as fuck. You left, got it. Your movies, what's that? Half Baked.
Yeah.
Funny as fuck. Like that shit was legendary. You left. You come back. you do something that shit's lit,
Right.
Just leave it. But people like just milk it, dude.
Yeah, I think that he's not so much telling jokes anymore, just talking and like, you know what I'm saying? He's just like going on rants.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of older comedians do that though. I feel like a lot of like these guys get like ancient and then just start talking at the. It's like.
Who else was I thinking about?
These old boomer comedians, just like they don't really write jokes anymore.
They just keep He's like I think Joe Rogan's on his last.
Yeah.
He's getting annoying to a point. He's too old for the audience for a newer. I don't know how to put it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's the thing about Joe Rogan. He used to like bring people on his show that like had different opinions than him and stuff. Now he only brings people on that like
these
agree
guys are
with
getting
them.
older and they're like they don't even realize it. Like
right.
Dave Chappelle won't just leave something alone and just make jokes. He's just beat something to death.
Same. I mean, even like fucking Jim Carrey now he's a fucking weirdo now. Like make all these paintings and shit and goes on all these weird tangents. Like just.
A lot of
enjoy
them,
your money and
wrestling,
stuff.
like wrestling shows it too. Like you gotta think like Ric Flair. You'd have thought he was the cool dude. He's a fucking weirdo, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Weirdo. Like Stone Cold's normal still. The Rock's weird as fuck. Like bald all over. Like he's like the.
He does look creepy now,
dude. He looks like
way too much gear and steroids.
Frank
and
Reynolds when he was trying to be pure. I just want to be
shiny. He was on Raw the other day. Did you see that? He like came back.
I can't watch it.
He was like a mole rat, dude. There's no hair on him or anything. It's like
nothing. He was on. Last time I seen him, he was on Joe Rogan. I had to turn it off. Because all they kept talking about was like how they love, oh dude, working out, bro, and then you got the greatest pumps and all. And I'm like, this is weird. Yeah. Like,
well, even his movies now, they don't even like. He's just playing him like himself.
He overlived his hot. Like when you're hot, that's the best time to just go do some movies. Cool, but like do them low key.
Yeah.
Like don't try to be. Like we loved you as The Rock,
right?
Like the people's champ, The Rock, not.
Yeah, he's so worried about his image now that
baldy,
it's like
super buff, like weird.
Yeah,
bring back those
super
bitch tits,
inspirational.
Yeah, bring back bitch tit Rock, dude.
But when he did movies back in the early 2000s, like The Rundown and all that shit, those were, I mean, Pain and Gain, like that was a great movie.
Pain was good. Rundown was good.
Fucking
Walking Tall. Did he do that with a stick?
Yeah. What's that one with Dude, John Travolta, Get Shorty or whatever?
Where I never seen it.
Oh, it's pretty good. He's like a place.
Yeah, he
like
did some slappers.
Yeah,
and then he did like Fast and Furious,
Skyscraper
and shit.
San Andreas. It's fucking all these disaster movies.
It's because his fate, like when he turned bald and stuff, he had that like he couldn't be cool anymore.
Super insecure. And you bring Stone Cold back in movies.
Yeah, he's bald. He's cool.
He did all the straight to VHS ones.
Yeah, but they were good.
Yeah.
Remember that
Condemned, I think it was.
Ran through the jungle. Come here, motherfucker. Oh hell yeah!
Not the greatest actor, but he did his best.
He wasn't.
Speaking, did you see all the stuff about Chris Jericho now too? Where he's like, same boat as Ric Flair, dude. Just these dudes. Some of these dudes are weirdos, man.
You live long enough to see your heroes become villains, dude. Yeah. All of them.
Yeah,
every one of them.
I'm sure that. Well, some of them are probably pretty nice, but like, isn't that old school like sexist wrestling stuff's not around anymore? You can't just be doing that shit.
Yeah, I mean that goes for a lot of workplaces, dude.
Yeah,
you gotta understand like that shit is not dead.
Yeah,
at all. Not even close.
No.
It's just who's gonna let it slide.
Yeah,
and who's not.
But that's the thing you said earlier about how now it's becoming more like an even playing field because. I mean, you're not going to have, well, I mean, you're still going to have some, but like the Weinsteins and stuff, because now you can do it on your own. You don't need to have some Hollywood producer like put you on or whatever. But I also think Hollywood's going to.
Even porn, like you can do on your own.
Yeah.
Make your own money.
Like, the OnlyFans shit, like.
If you're smart enough, you can do that shit. You can do it safely.
Yeah.
You can make money and do it clean. You can even do it like wholesomely.
Right. Just put your feet out there. All these dudes in the feet pics.
Yeah.
Women selling bathwater and shit.
Bath salts.
I think Hollywood's going to die out eventually too, though, because
movies are shit. Like they don't have any. I told a teacher one time at community college, dude, and they all laughed at me, dude. Like, that was a joke, dude. They shunned me.
They shunned me at Owens Community College,
dude. I fucking told them. I said, the lady, whatever. I don't remember the class, and I was like, what if? Dude, I have so much dog hair on these pants. I don't know. I feel like if you have a dog, you have dog hair issues.
There's dog hair all over my damn house.
Everybody has them.
We got one of them robot vacuums. Helps a lot, though.
Doesn't get clogged?
No, it's the shark ones are fucking amazing. Do they like empty themselves and shit? They'll get full and they'll go back to the base and empty themselves and go back out.
Their role.
They know their role, baby.
The Rock.
Don't.
Know your role, jabroni. Know your role, Jabril Peppers. What was I talking about?
That is a Jabril Peppers shout out on the podcast. Probably hasn't often bring up. Shout out Jabril Peppers.
What was I talking about?
Hollywood. Oh, Owen. Talking about Hollywood dying.
Oh.
Cat got your tongue?
I don't know what
What does that phrase even mean?
Because I don't know. The cat used to eat people's tongue. You're talking too much.
Fucking go back to the police academy thing.
Next time. My tongue. What happened? Cat got my tongue. Oh, gotcha. Happens with 1 in a million chance. But when I was in school, I told the lady. What did I say?
Maybe like your professor.
Yeah, she was a professor at Owens. She's like
there's still professors, dude.
Okay.
I guess she was at Owens. If you want to call her that.
From Gilligan's Island.
She got her PhD, I guess.
Yeah. But she was like, I was like, what happens when all music, when they run out of sound, when they run out of an original?
They've already done that.
We're back. Everything runs out. There's nothing unlimited, or there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing. Everything's limited in some way, shape, or form, or nothing would exist.
Yeah,
that's what creates value. That's what creates everything. Is the limit. If you just gave everything to everything, nothing would mean anything.
Yeah, until we find some like new, like frequency or something that humans can hear, like all the music patterns that are possible probably have already been made.
I guess Andre 3000 thought he could come up with that damn flute. What are you doing? Just don't make an album, bro. Dude, no one wanted to hear that. No, anybody who says they wanted to hear that or is feeling that is just dick riding.
I saw like the reviews like hip hop needed this. I'm like, did we know?
No.
Did they though?
Dude, you can't go you can't. It's The Rock. You can't go from being The Rock to being San Andreas and looking like a bald mole rat.
See, this is
if Stone Cold Steve Austin one day comes out to the ring like, you know what? I actually don't even talk like this, and I don't even like beer. I'm sober. And I'd be like, God and Jesus. Then people would have been like, dude, who the no.
Yeah, what's going on here?
You're a clown. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Stay who you are, man.
I think some people just like...
Ooh, it's firing me up, dude.
Just become so like full of themselves. Like I feel the same way about fucking Donald Glover sometimes. Like I think he's a great talent and stuff, but sometimes I'm just like, this dude's pretentious as fuck. Like, dude, we get it. We get it.
Does he do it? Like, but what else does he? The last thing I know he did was Atlanta.
Well,
no album or I had that album.
I remember when the show Dave first came out, and he like tweeted something like, "Stop comparing Dave to Atlanta. They'll never be us." Or something. I'm like, dude, why the fuck do you care? Like, you got it.
He's not wrong.
Well, I mean, I know he's not wrong, but like, who cares?
Yeah, I don't know. He
like
never seem that bad to me. He's kind of weird, but
yeah, or like what's it? Dude, fucking
Kanye West's pretentious ass. Don't ever push album back. I don't even care about that fucking garbage.
You know, if he announced an album date, that shit ain't dropping. What's his name? Shia LaBeouf. Now he's like trying to become a Catholic priest. Now he's like in like his
Lost me there, bro. I liked him until you said that.
I swear to God, dude, he's like in like the ministry and shit now. Like, we get it, dude. You did a lot of fucked up things, but just embrace it.
And like who cares about that shit, dude? Like, what kind of goofball? If you're gonna do that for yourself, just do it.
Yeah.
Like, just do that and then.
Right.
Like, leave it at go away.
It's all performative shit. Like,
like that's my thing is go. If you're not gonna be valuable to in the entertainment or in anything, like.
Yeah. If I get my first couple million, I'm out. Like.
Out.
And I'm investing it, and I'm just chilling.
Yeah, and I would let you want to interview every once in a while. I'll come talk some shit or something, but I'm not gonna keep like trying to. You know what? I'm gonna make some flautist music, or I'm gonna make some jazz. Jazz flute.
That was just like the Frank Ocean thing. Like, dude, people are fucking obsessed with this dude. I'm like, he made like 2 pretty good albums, but
but he did that. He just made the money, and then he made 2 shitty albums because he had to.
But now he's selling like cock rings and shit, like fucking.
Wait,
you didn't know this? What? So he has like his own jewelry line now.
Cock rings.
But he sells like cock rings and fucking like expensive ass jewelry that looks like shit. It's called Homer.
Homer, like Homer Simpson.
Yeah, that's the name of this company. But like people eat this shit up, dude.
What would I say? Homer
I see on Reddit all the time because his subreddit pops up in my feed all the time, and people will spend like $120 on a pair of basketball shorts that he's selling.
Do they have like a little like dick thing, like the basketball short where you can put your dick like it sticks out?
No, they're just regular ass shorts.
Okay.
It's wild, dude.
Oh, yeah, this looks like. See, this is too like art has taken a turn.
And
it's actually we're going back in cycle because this is more like that old like.
But you know what it is?
Bananas and
fucking white kids, dude. It's what it is. Like,
well, that's not.
No. I'm serious because I went to that when Jesus is King came out. I went to the release party for that. The Kanye album.
Wait, he had a release party or who's?
Yeah, Kanye did in Detroit. He had like an album release party.
He was there.
Yeah, he was there. Him and Kim were there, but he didn't like perform or anything. He just like stood up and played the album.
Where what kind of building was it in?
It was in
it was like that one he did famously with like all those other rappers, you know, the fashion.
Well, nobody else was there besides him and Kim, and then that was it. He just like showed it like a video, a weird ass movie on the screen, and played his album. And but dude, they were throwing out T-shirts. These were fucking like Gildan T-shirts with just a Jesus logo on them. Then these kids got in fist fights over this shit, dude. Like trying to punch each other.
Couldn't be me. Bro.
I was like, yo, this come on.
Couldn't be me, bro. You look, I like your shit. Like if you got some. Here's the thing. If you just make some shit I like, then I'm gonna listen to it. If you don't, then I'm not gonna listen to it.
The worship stuff is weird. Like
the
it's
what?
like the worship, the celebrity worship, like where you're like so obsessed with somebody. Where
I like your stuff. I'm gonna keep listening to it.
Yeah,
I'll always be like, if people ask, I'll be like, yeah, that's fire. But as soon as you make a flute album, I don't. As soon as
you make a flute album,
I end there.
Yeah,
I don't care.
You don't have to like everything that somebody puts out and like be like obsessive about it. Like.
No. Yeah, some people, you know, but some people that gives them hope and shit. You know, people are mentally ill. I
guess, but go outside or get a hobby.
It's you gotta Yeah, people are really sick these days.
Yeah. Speaking of, dude,
camera, dress them down.
Like
I'm gonna dress them down on camera. Dude.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm getting heated. Let's go.
Step to the side.
Somebody's about to step both ways, dude. Throw some bows like Luda. Before we get into something, I got now.
I know the Cat Williams thing.
I
did
not want to talk about it because like it's cliche. Like, let's talk about Cat Williams and what happened in the news this week. But the funniest thing I seen, one thing I seen was Ludacris did a free.
I saw
other than that, I didn't care about. I was like, all right, yeah, it's true.
What's
probably true. I don't care. It has nothing to do with anything I'm interested in. But it was funny.
Yeah,
funny.
but it was a pretty good freestyle. I'm like, why did you need to address this?
That was
like,
funny. I didn't even know. One, I didn't even know Ludacris was included because I kind of like kept watching it here and there in pieces. And okay, and
what the fuck?
And I didn't.
I think all I said about Ludacris is he was like, wasn't Redman supposed to be in Fast and Furious or something? Or
Redman, like from How High?
Yeah. Method Man, one of the two. I thought he said Redman.
Redman, probably not.
Maybe it was Method Man, but
either one.
Originally, it was somebody else. I can't remember, but
I can't wait to be in a movie that not a lot of people really watch.
Too Fast, Too Furious. I mean,
no, that was a good one. That was
but,
too fast, too fast for yo. Ludacris did have a strong hold on the industry.
My favorite part of that movie is Paul Walker's hood ass. What's that scene where he's like talking to Tyrese and he's like asking him a question? He's like, I don't want to talk about it. He's like, says it again. He's like, I said I don't want to talk about it, cuz. Paul Walker, okay.
He got bad. He was bad for real. He had enough that day.
R.I.P. Paul Walker. Even though he was dating like a 16-year-old.
Don't know nothing about that.
Yeah,
why would Paul Walker be dating a 16-year-old?
You tell me. If you Google Paul Walker ex-girlfriend or widowed girlfriend, I guess. Just look
openly dating a 16-year-old?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. She might have been like 17, but at one point she was 16 when they were.
Paul Walker, bro. You can get a 20.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And she wasn't even like
29-year-old.
I don't want to say this about a 16-year-old, but like she wasn't even like
attractive.
Yeah. Yeah, even now. But she probably got some good money now. I wonder if she was like
no,
in the
you
will.
Can't be like a yes. He goes to the bank. He puts his feet on the desk. All right, cub, you guys ready to write this will up?
Every time they CGI him into Fast and Furious, she gets that paycheck.
I don't know if that's a true story, dude. Paul, I guess a lot of celebrities do weird shit.
Dude, they do. I don't know what it is. Look at
if I must. I'm not doing that, dude.
Most of these guys, all the back in the day, dude, all this.
I got a lot of money. I would just pay this house off and be good with that.
Yeah, who even needs like a girlfriend or wife? Like,
well, I'm already married.
Well, no, I mean,
I was saying I would just like pay like the furthest thing from what the things I would do would be
high school girls.
Try to date some high school chicks. Like that would be if the list was like you rolled out a scroll and it went halfway across the world. That would be like the last little.
No, you don't want the Epstein shit, dude.
Oh, let's leave that.
What's that dude's that basketball player, Josh Giddey? When he got caught like over the Christmas break, he was like with the 16-year-old
white dude.
Yeah. Australian dude.
In Australia, it's okay, eh?
Yeah. Hey. Hello, mate.
Hello. Everybody always does that with Australia. Yeah. Hello, mate.
And that's all I know.
This was a shrimp on the barbie.
Americans' first introduction to Australia
That's not a knife.
Crocodile Hunter. That's all we know.
Crocodile Dundee.
A lot of scary animals over there, and they talk like weird, so that's all we know.
Yeah, dude, Australia's
something else, man.
Yeah. A lot of skateboarders come out of there.
Yeah, well, and then nothing else to do over there.
But holiday season, you shrimps. Holiday season, you shrimps. Dude, when I was in we'll get to the holiday season. When I was in Columbus back in early days, one of my friends had a really nice place there. Him and another dude lived there, and he would always get drunk. He'd be like, "It's holiday." This was like at that time when Gucci Mane would have them out.
Gucci drama.
Yeah,
holiday season.
He would always go, "It's holiday season, you scrimps!" Like out of nowhere, just yell it as loud as he could.
You had a period for a while when that Drake and Future album came out, where you would just every bar we went to be like, Taliban, Taliban,
Jumpman, Taliban.
That was your thing for a while. Why was he calling it Taliban? I don't know why he was shouting out the Taliban.
Yeah. Terrorist organizations. That's not cool. Like that's not something. That's weird. And you're from Canada too.
Drake was getting his funding. He probably was cheering for the Taliban.
Having a good time. No, he was. Drake loves having a little like.
He does
in every aspect, and he's a long running. He's weird. Like he's just strange. Yeah, as fuck,
he's real weird. He's been. I mean, going strong. He's been like the biggest artist in the world for like 20 years now. Well, maybe not 20 years.
There's been a top 5 for like the same 3 or 4 top dogs, and then you still got the like. I can't listen to any newer. It's hard to listen to any newer stuff.
Yeah, he's been talking about the same things for 12 years.
I think he just does it, for the.
Yeah, probably.
And people, I don't know, fucking.
He's like 35.
Everything's getting kind of really stale. Perfect word.
I agree.
Like, in
even especially, hip hop especially. Like, I haven't found anything good that I liked.
I've been trying to not live in the entertainment world, but it's hard to.
I don't want any entertainment at all.
I don't want to be entertained. I want to be bored. I want to be tired, and I want to be stressed. I want to be bored. I don't want to be relieved of any of it.
It is. Probably is just a way to distract us from shit, Just all the fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Is it really real?
Is it really real? Are you really real?
Really real? How was your Christmas? How was your Christmas?
Great transition, dude.
How was your Christmas?
It was good. It was busy, stressful. I guess, being an adult for Christmas is like...
No, it's kind of bogus.
You don't even care anymore.
When you have kids, it's a little nice. So you go to see them and be happy. You think about when you used to be happy.
I'd be looking at my grandparents because, like, they've been going on all these...
Halt! Who go there? I told you. Who? Yes. No, come down here and get on camera. You guys want to keep opening the door. You come on down and get on camera. You be part of the show if that's what you guys want, because the door keeps opening. And I told him, I said, if that door opens one more time, they're going to be on the show. Have a seat, Tyler. Hand the mic.
Hey, come on over.
Have a seat.
Was he going to his girlfriend's house?
So, I heard you
girlfriend of the week.
A nice linen sheet set. Where did you get it? You're being interviewed. Where did you get that Nike outfit? It looks like you're about to go jogging. So what shoes do you recommend? You guys can all be part of it.
Bring the whole family. Close the door.
About to hot bar down. Make sure you close the door. We about to hot bar down.
It's a big ass basement to hot box, dude. You think the people hot box meth like they close the door? They just.
I don't know, man. Meth is dangerous. Meth is very. It's like
that's what I hear.
This is something I never would desire.
No.
And we will say that every show because we have. We make sure to bring it up every show to kids. If you
listen, in case you're watching,
all you 43 listeners, you are out of that. You're not going to do meth.
Not even once.
Not even once, dude.
So Christmas was good then.
Yeah, Christmas was. I was going to say something about Christmas.
What do you think meth heads do on Christmas?
Oh no! So this is the first meth heads.
Yeah,
steal. It's like that sad episode of Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah, the ATM.
Ooh, that one really brings some sadness to this. If I did edits on this podcast, this would be like turn gray and be like. But I'm not gonna do that.
We should reenact that scene from Breaking Bad for just one
right
whole
now?
episode. No, not right now.
Let's go.
Not right now.
I'll be the kid.
This is our Breaking Bad scene of the week.
What do? You just sat there?
Improv. We're an improv group.
I told you gotta pay for the meth. Oh man, I gotta get this kid out of here. What am I doing? This is a coming of age moment. Boom. This is how they were in the writing room. Jesse starts thinking about Walt. Walt's like in there cooking away, not thinking about his family at all, not giving a shit, but about the bread. And Jesse's in there fucking looking at this dusty kid and his shitty mom and dad. His dad's trying to break open an ATM. How did they get the ATM in the house?
Didn't they wheel it in there? They had like a dolly, right?
You know how heavy a fucking ATM is, dude? They use trucks to pull those out. You think 2 meth heads are going to wheel that upstairs, coordinate that?
It was pretty heavy because it fell on that dude's head and killed his ass.
Smashed it like a grape.
Yeah.
And his kid's just like, I just want some ramen noodles. With mayonnaise in them and chips, Doritos, a prison break.
That's the crazy thing about being addicted to meth. That's probably best case scenario. You like live with your wife and kid.
No, best case you're a Hell's Angel. You're a little bit addicted.
Oh, I guess that's true.
You know,
yeah.
you still got a job. You're handling the books.
What a fucking dark ass show, Breaking Bad. What a great show, but dark as fuck.
Breaking Bad, Sons of Anarchy. That was like an era, dude. Yeah, Breaking Bad, Sons of Anarchy.
I never watched Sons of Anarchy. Is it worth it?
It's good. It's cheesy, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's like I thought I wanted to buy listen. I bought I was in Baltimore at some kind of school or something. I don't remember what it was
for the military
or something. And we went to the mall and they had a kiosk where they were making shirts, and this was popular was Sons of Anarchy. I bought a Sons of Anarchy with a fucking patch. So you're not supposed to wear those. I found out like real biker gangs get mad and they'll like come up to you like, take that T-shirt off or I'll burn it off. Dude, I'm 18, bro.
Yeah, calm down.
Calm down, dude. I'll fucking
punch you. Did you ride a motorcycle? You get to fucking keep the fucking patches.
Yeah, and motorcycles honestly gay as fuck, dude. I don't give a shit, dude. If I see a dude on a motorcycle, I'm never like, you're cool. I'm like, dude, you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna die.
Unless he's Native
real
American.
early.
Then that's dope. Like you're like right in the sun, right away from these fucking whites, dude. Seriously, like that's.
If you think about it, we did the Native Americans real dirty, dude.
Dusty,
real dirty.
Everybody's excuse is always, oh, they were savages. So let's come over here and fucking give them diseases.
Yeah, we got them smallpox and shit.
They were in their women, dude, left and right. Like,
oh yeah.
There was nothing. There was no rules stopping them.
No. That's every war though, dude. If you, every like big war, like even fucking Iraq, like the soldiers are out there raping and pillaging nonstop.
Oof, you know.
Yeah, there's probably so many little Vietnamese kids running around that with the half American blood.
In Afghanistan, that's how it is. There's a lot of white dudes because the Russians came in there and just laid waste.
What's up with war and raping, dude? It's like a thing.
It's a power move.
Yeah. Plus, I guess
if we ever broke out in war, I would just kill my family first, so I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, if we ever got invaded,
like all the girls got to go. All the women in my family, all down the lines. I'm not protecting nobody. I'm protecting me.
Then we're gonna get raped.
Nah. Not this my dirty, dusty brown eye, dude. Nobody wants to touch this bad boy.
Hemorrhoids.
Hemorrhoid season. It's SZN.
I can't even get up in there. There's too many hemorrhoids.
If we were to make a T-shirt, we should hemorrhoid. HMRD SZN. Hemorrhoid season.
It's from all the beer, dude.
Beer gives you hemorrhoids?
Well, it makes you poop like rough. Everything gives me hemorrhoids.
I don't know. Bush Light must not do that because I don't have that problem.
Oh, dude, I've been having hemorrhoids left and right.
How do you know if you have a H?
Because shit hurts.
Triple H.
Hemorrhoids, and hemorrhoids.
Look, hemorrhoids. We have cream, salves, and everything you need.
It's like the worst thing to try to treat, dude, because it's like...
How do you... Is it like unbearable?
You just got a tube of this shit you got to put on your butthole.
How do you get diagnosed?
You don't go to the doctor for it. It's just a thing that happens.
How do you know?
Because you can feel it.
I ain't never had it. I ain't never had an H dog.
Oh, you count your blessings because it shit sucks. And they don't go away. They're just forever.
Miracle water.
Hemorrhoids forever.
Miracle water. Delicious. This is American miracle water. I'm Michael Blackston. This is get jiggy with this shit.
As soon as we get a house, I'm installing a bidet on that toilet though. Because
I've been thinking about getting one on mine.
They're nice, dude.
You know?
My old apartment, I had one, but it's
do you use wet wipes at the crib, or wet wipes do make a huge difference?
No, I know, but they clog the plumbing too.
No, okay. Dry first. Clean. Finish off with one or two wet wipes. Wrap them in another wet wipe. Throw them in the garbage. Wrap them in a wet wipe.
No,
so
you got poop.
No, it won't have any remnants because you dry wiped. You're just cleaning up dander. You're just cleaning up dust and dander.
Just clean that TP residue.
Dude, I think I told this story, maybe even here, but I know I've told this story. When I put a wet wipe as a man pond in one time before I went to my son's basketball orientation or whatever, and you have to like walk through the stands, and I'm like, excuse me, and I'm get back all the way to the car like after the whole thing.
It's gone.
And I don't know what I did. I reached back and my pants are wet, lined. My butt crack had been wet from the wet wipe leak when I was sitting in the car driving there. It was soaked my pant line. So every time I'm like, well, excuse me, it's just me looking at my wet ass crack. Damn, that nigga got a wet ass crack.
You know those gym lights are bright as fuck too.
It was the middle of the day, like multiple teams in there. It was a whole plethora of different kind of people, dude. It was the United Nations in that motherfucker, and then I was wet wiping it, dude.
United Nations in that motherfucker.
Dude, I got back to the car. I'm like, oh motherfucker, dude. And then, but you know what?
What are you gonna do?
Fucking kill yourself. I was like, dude, look at you.
Never show up to basketball again.
No, I have a lot of reasons not to show it to, but now when I go to any sports event, dude, I just shut the fuck up. Like my wife will yell, and you know, I used to go nuts. Like I used to yell. One time I booed the refs like loud as fuck in the whole stadium. We got like the whole it was indoor basketball, and I was like, boo, like booing the refs because they were making calls. And my father-in-law looked over. He's like, dude, they're gonna kick you out of here. You can, like stop. And, like, no one was talking except it was dead silent. I was like, boo, like standing up. And then I was like, dude, stop doing that. So I don't do that. I don't do anything anymore.
That's got to be the worst job ever, high school
Reffing?
basketball or any kind of ref in high school.
Dude,
like
they talk dude, I feel bad. I don't say anything to them anymore.
Yeah.
I don't.
They got the word. Parents trying to fight you and shit. Like
I did when I worked at the news, I did the camera, and I would be on the sidelines, do the stuff that parents say, like you couldn't even hear.
Yeah.
Like, oh, fuck you, dude.
That one football game that dude pulled out a gun and shot the motherfucker. That ref, like that was there was a fucking remember
the ref shot the
the parent shot the parent the coach, one of the two. But remember that dude from the NFL, Aqib Talib or whatever?
Yeah.
It was like his brother. Like he's in jail now, obviously. But like pulled out a gun and just murked the ref like in fucking high school game. Like,
could you imagine? Like you're like, I'm about to go ref this game. See you guys later. Got murdered by Talib Kweli's brother.
Close enough. But like you've been paid like $11 for a game to do this shit.
But if you get to the NFL, you get $200,000 a year. I looked it up.
I guess that's true. Yeah, but
looked it up after that bad call.
It's not even a full-time job either. You're doing once a week, like just fucking chilling the rest of the year. A lot of the NFL refs have regular jobs too.
Yeah, they're like lawyers. A lot of them are like very high-profile jobs. I think they all are.
Yeah.
I think you have to have some kind of dignity. You have to be like, you can't be like a truck driver.
Can I ref? Care if I ref?
Valen Blake. Is there a shower in here?
I don't think he's still a ref. Remember that one ref that was like jacked, that fucking black dude?
Yeah.
He would point like.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see a ref just like powerbomb a fucking player one time, dude.
Happened.
No, you're right.
They got it too good. They're like cops. They can do whatever they want, and there's no repercussion.
Yeah, that's true. This is sports gambling. You texted me that one night about that Lions game because that shit was wild.
So, dude, there's no who was it? Lions and
Cowboys.
So, fuck. Oh, this is gonna drive me nuts now,
The
dude.
2-point conversion play.
No, there was somebody I was talking to about it before it happened.
Yeah.
Lions and who?
Cowboys.
Cowboys. Somebody was like, "Oh, I'm a Lions and Cowboys fan." I was talking to him. Oh fuck. Whatever. I can't remember. It was somebody I was talking. Dude, that's gonna drive me nuts. Oh, it was my father-in-law, and it was before that. It was because that game was Christmas night, right? No, Saturday after Christmas, the next week. Because
last weekend,
it was at his house, and he's like, tonight. Yeah, it was him. He's like, yeah, tonight my team. He's like a fan of the Cowboys, but he spends a lot of time. Like he used to live in Michigan, so he's a Detroit fan as well. And he's like, yeah, and I'm like, look at it this way: just before the game, you want the Detroit Lions versus the Cleveland Browns in a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Or do you want the biggest team in the United States? And you don't want you want one of them's fine. You don't want both of them.
Yeah, yeah.
And I guarantee you the Browns aren't going to get there either. And
no.
even if they win, even if they're supposed to, in that game, as soon as it happened, I'm like, there you go.
Yeah.
It can't happen, and people will believe it and be like, maybe next year. Like now Detroit, money's going to go up because they're going to be like, we were so close. Cowboys, money goes up because they're now that much.
I thought the same. Well, I know I'm biased, but when the Bengals and Rams played in the Super Bowl, there were some questionable calls in that one too. But they were trying to get football big in LA, so the Rams got some.
They have replay now, pretty much like it. You don't even have to use the red flag; like they automatically replay most of the plays at the end of the game.
But the refs still, like even in the replays, the refs still make the decisions.
Exactly.
Remember that one year they did that? You can review pass interference, and not a single fucking call got overturned because the refs are not going to say they're wrong. They're going to be like, "Oh yeah, I was wrong about this." Like
right, but and like I said, gambling is huge in that. Like how much? Okay, at my job, one person gambled. Like was an old school gambler, like slot machines on his phone and stuff, like those little places.
Old school slot machines on his phone.
Well, no, like I'm saying, like those places that you can go to and gamble,
like little internet cafes and shit. Yeah.
So he was like, cool, and he's open with it. Like it's not, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. But now like people are coming into work, like, and I hear him watching the game on their phone. I'm like, I never heard you watch basketball. Oh man, I've been betting all these games.
Yeah.
Like people are getting pulled in, and I'll tell you what, from experience, that shit's addicting, and I put money on a game like once or twice, and now I like put like 10 cents on it. I'll fuck around just for the.
They make it so easy to do now too, because you can just go on your phone and put $20, whatever.
Dude, that's gonna be an mark my words. It just started this year, maybe. That's gonna be the next money epidemic. Like, oh man, people are
losing their houses and shit.
You've been to the casino in Toledo.
Yeah.
How sad is that fucking place?
Sad as fuck, dude.
That's going to be people
so
sitting on their
sad.
phones because now they're going to go to work like, fuck, I need to make this much money.
Yeah.
To pay and those things will just take the money out of your account.
Yeah.
And you'll go negative.
Well, it's like rich people, like, dude, there used to be this guy that came into Bar Louie all the time. I won't say his name, but he had like
Donald Trump?
Yeah, definitely Donald Trump.
Okay.
But he had like he was real rich and would always like buy people dinner and shit. Like he would take some of like the servers out, like not just like girl. He wasn't creepy or anything. He was just like a lot of. Hey, Cupcake.
She wants to lay on you.
But
she wants to conquer you. That's what she'll lay on you to conquer you, and then she'll. I'm just kidding. She won't pee on you.
I'll pee right on back on you, buddy.
Look at this wholesome moment. Batman Boys podcast is a wholesome podcast. We're drinking NA beers.
My dog's gonna hit me when I get home.
And we drink NA beers.
But yeah, there's no alcohol in these Miller Lights.
These like to look like we're drinking.
We want to be real cool, 30-year-olds. But he would come in like all the time and like spend a bunch of money and like drink the same thing every time. But then I hung out with him a few times after work. And we'd go to the casino, but he would pay for fucking everything. But he had one of those like frequent flyer cards at the casino, or whatever. He's like, just put it on my account, put it in my account, put it in my account. But he would just sit there all day. Didn't have any other friends or anything. Just chilling, like that's
dedicate like that.
Yeah.
And it's like you sit there and you're just like,
and it means nothing to some of these people.
It's not even fun to me. Like I'm just like, I don't want to lose. Like, where's the brews? Where the wings at, dog? I always go to eat. Like if everybody's gambling, I've went a few times. Every time they're gambling, well, the one time I was so drunk I don't really remember.
Oh wait, we went there for McGee's bachelor party. Is that what it was?
Yeah, we did. I was just smoking hella cigs, dude.
They were gambling hardcore.
Well, the one dude was winning.
What's
his fucking name?
Those glasses.
Jake.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah.
He was like winning, but he like that's one of those people. Like,
but then he spent it all immediately.
He just kept spending it, and like winning it and spending it, and then I think he was like, all right, I'm out. Cupcake, get out of here, you freak.
But no,
he's allergic to you.
But
yeah, gambling's it's gonna be.
It really is addicting too. Like I'll throw a couple bucks here and there every week, and like
I always do change I have like 50 cents on it, and I've just kept gambling. I keep winning like 10 cents here and there. I just do it for the fun, like something to do.
But then you'll like get on like Twitter and stuff, and they'll show these people winning all this money, and people are like, "That could be me. That could be me." Can't be you, dude.
You'll lose it.
Yeah,
you'll lose it quick,
real quick.
All it takes is once.
But you think because like you win like big one time.
No gambler wins every time.
No,
I think it's like a 50% rate that they win, and that's considered successful.
Yeah, 50% would be great, but no,
but they're betting high money. And so if they win,
Yeah, and the fact that they show you like as you're adding stuff to your parlays and shit, like what you could win, you're like, oh, I'll keep adding, like, oh, win more, and you're just getting fucking yourself, keep fucking yourself.
You're like, oh my god, dude, I'm fucking Gordon Gekko.
Look at all the shit I can buy with this, and
then
you're
you
just
win, and then the next, all you're waiting for, like you win, you're like, oh my god,
you hit that high, and all you want to do is do it again.
Let me lick that tit one more time, dude. Let me suck that sweet teat from the government or from the fucking DraftKings one more time.
Yeah,
and then that milk is sour, and then
it's real sour.
You sleep, you lose a little sleep, and you wait till the Bengals play the Cowboys, and you're like, oh, I got this one, and then you're chasing.
He's got to have a touchdown today, right? $5.
Oh, Dak Prescott, you got to dive in that end zone. You got to put your head.
Just give me one more yard.
Oh, about to bust.
Yeah, dude, it really is addicting. It's money, dude. It's all it is. I gotta piss so bad. I'll be right back.
All right, hit the hole, bud. So this, I've been watching a lot of movies lately, and this movie popped up on something or another. I got a hold of it somehow. Got a hold of this movie. It's called Uncle Tom, and I'm not being. It's a real movie with.
It's not The Cabin though.
And this will wrap up a lot of what I think of 2020. What I'm starting to think since 2024 I started. I've changed. New me, the whole thing, the new movement.
This is your reflection on 2023.
This is my reflection on 2023 into 2024. So, and this documentary has sealed it. Has proved it. Okay.
I can't wait.
So
to talk about Uncle Tom.
It starts out, and it's about.
It's gonna be real good for
it's
skin color.
It's basically about Black Republicans.
Yeah.
Altogether, African American Republicans.
Not like the Jay-Z version.
He comes in.
Oh yeah.
They talk about him. They hate him. So
they hate Jay-Z.
He's a hypocrite. They say he's a hypocrite. So it starts out
Black Republican.
Basically famous people. The most people would know Candace Owens and Jesse what was it?
Jesse
Lee
Peterson.
Those two, but there's a lot of other people. It's basically African American people who are high in. I don't even want to say they're not really in the government. They're
Condoleezza Rice. Wasn't she Republican?
Rice with her, yeah.
She was with George Bush, right?
So it goes into and it starts out good. Most documentaries do, and most things always start out good. So it starts out, and I'm sitting here thinking, they're kind of right on some. Like they're like, the Democrat, like Abraham Lincoln was a Republican, right?
Yeah. Well,
was he?
The definition of Republican and Democrats changed a lot over the years.
So they used to say that the Republicans were for everybody just basically getting money, and the Democrats were for slavery, and then it switched, but the Democrats still tweak things. So it started out like that, and it started out right, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. And that's I don't really believe in a party. Like I would never sign up for a party.
And they all kind of switch their views all the time, depending on who, like what's popular at the moment.
Which is weird to me. Like, so let me get through this documentary.
Yeah,
so it goes on. It has some funny parts, and then it starts slipping into
as they always do.
When is our next election year? Presidential.
This year.
So, and I think this came out in 2020.
2020, I saw.
Okay, 2020. But I just saw it now. What is it? 2023?
That was our last election.
So that was actually very well. Then there you go. That's where it had to be an election year.
Yeah.
Because it started out good points, and I was like, oh yeah, this makes sense. And like it was like, black people need to quit blaming. The news makes you blame the government for being a victim instead of like, oh, I'm a gangbanger, or I'm in the hood because of the government, instead of saying, and the news will just keep reaffirming that to you,
right?
Instead of saying, oh no, you can, like, yeah, maybe your situation is shitty, but there's plenty of, you can go to school, you can listen to a teacher, ask for help, somebody will give you a hand, somebody will.
Right.
So anyway, then it slips into like abortion somewhere, and then it starts talking about abortion bills, and then it slips into Donald Trump, dude, and it just starts telling how much they love Donald Trump, dude, and I was like, dude, Donald Trump paid for this shit, and he called it Uncle Tom. Dog, it had all these niggas on here fucking talking this shit for him, and then I was like, ruined the whole thing, because I was like, I agree with a lot they're saying, until it was like, we need to just, and because it had they were like, at first they were like, Obama became president, and they were like, we were all so proud of him, and then he just fucked everything up basically, and they just started shitting on Obama and just dick riding Trump, and I was like, fuck, dude, like openly, like they said is like Donald Trump needs to be president, and I'm like, fuck, dude, they just got as many black votes as they could. If I was impressionable, they would have got me.
I'm gonna look this up real quick.
That's what you can, dude.
Maybe I'll watch that later tonight to get it.
I don't know what it's on, but I mean, I can put it on a thumb drive for you.
That's okay.
That's all I can do, but yeah, dude, that thing threw me. But that's how most entertainment nowadays is made, because people know that it works.
Dude, it's got a 96% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, dude, it starts out like the points they make are great until they get to that point.
Yeah.
But you got to think too. There's probably a lot of black people who love Trump.
Dude, if you Google this shows you so many other documentaries that are like the same.
Name them.
MLK, FBI, White Noise, Death of a Nation with a picture of Donald Trump's face split in half with Abraham Lincoln's face.
Oh, Jesus.
I bet these are some fucking... Oh, it's on Prime. Oh, no, it's a Ford. I get a rent for $4. Uncle Tom 2. I want to see what this is, dude.
Damn, dude, what year did that come out? Now?
I'm trying to see. It probably came out this year, if I were to guess. Or, probably last year now, because it's 2024, but... Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, dude, it took me for a wild ride. Wild ride.
So, who are there? Like the people that they interview in this, are they all black?
Yes.
So it's just they're all like black Republicans. But wait, why is it cast? Why does it say Colin Kaepernick, LeBron James?
Because they talk. No, so they talk about them and how they're like milking the they talk about how Colin Kaepernick made more money off of kneeling and Black Lives Matter and all this bullshit than he did in the NFL.
Oh yeah, the sequel came out last year.
Yeah, because they was like, all quarterbacks decline, so he just started.
Oh, you just know that there's fucking
dude, you gotta watch it.
White people watching this, like, I told you, I fucking told you.
About time they join us. I told you they like Trump too. People are stupid, man. Dumb idiots.
Yeah,
like I'm a big TikTok user. I know. I don't think you are.
Not really. No, but
I'm a huge.
I should start more.
It's dumbing down. No, you shouldn't, because it's the dumbing down process now.
Because China.
Well, a lot of. I think there's a lot of people being taken advantage. So, like, if you're, and I'm not trying to sound crude, but if you're a parent. A lot of parents with autistic children will make videos about them and get like, this is our Cash App.
Yeah.
This is, he needs this. And
they're very exploitative.
But once again, like, maybe they're not getting the benefits they do need. So they're using that as that's usually what they say. But that's like a huge one. A lot of.
You ever noticed now everybody's got fucking autism? Like.
So that's what, yeah. And I was, yeah. And
like.
I always compare it to my children.
Yeah.
So I have 3 children. They're all different.
Yeah.
One of my kids, my youngest daughter, if we go anywhere, if we go to any grandparents' house that we've been to 1,000,000 times, she might have stayed the night there 1,000,000 times, she will latch on to her mom.
Yeah.
And like in a what would seem strange way, but she like will hold on to her, will not leave her side for like the first hour or somewhere.
Right.
No matter where we go, if she's been there, it's just something she does.
Right.
My other daughter will just be off running around. Done. My son does whatever he wants. My son's always been. You can just take him somewhere, leave him in a situation, and he just figures it out, and he's cool with everybody. My daughter, you like certain things. They're all different, and someone say, "Oh, well, she's latched onto her mom. She won't leave her mom. She might be autistic," or he can just run around and do.
Yeah.
People are just weird. Like
Yeah.
people are like, yeah, that's the thing.
Humans are just different. Like just because you have social anxiety doesn't mean you're autistic. Like
Yeah, and I think the news also. I don't watch the news, but at work they have the TV on the news, Fox.
There's
News,
no such thing as news anymore, dude.
and
It's just
I'll watch it like if I'm eating or something.
Yeah.
And the shit on there is all. There's reasons for all like, and they just feed
Yeah.
to it. You have one dude on here on TikTok does he dances and he's like, I gotta dance away. I just like to feel good with my autism and it makes me release my thing. And I'm like,
Yeah.
cool. And then people are on there like, oh, I posted I post like memes on there and they do well actually.
Yeah.
But I posted one with Cat Williams and I put if you write somebody up and they get mad about it, Cat was like, oh, I'm sorry, that's how business works. Whatever.
Christmas.
And it flew. The first comment on there was like, one time I passed out at work and I had a panic attack and everybody just laughed at me and I'm like, okay, I would have laughed at you too, bitch. Like I would have been dying too.
Yeah.
Like come to me with a panic attack. I'll
Right.
fucking show you a panic attack. I'll give you a fucking something to panic about. I have 3 kids that need to survive. That's my panic every goddamn day. Yeah. Wake up.
My life is a panic.
Purely. I have to I have to take care, nurture 3 human beings for the rest of my life. Or if something goes wrong, it's on me.
Yeah. I think people use any kind of like little inconvenience in their life to say they have depression or mental health issues or something.
Younger people do use it. So,
dude, when we were younger, like, fucking, if you were depressed, we were like, quit being a bitch about it.
Dude, and and that may be the wrong thing. Wait, but okay, if you're so depressed where you really are in some severe pain where you cannot get
right.
up, but if you don't feel like getting up to go to work that day, oh man, I'm feeling depressed. Like I was like a solid hangover makes you feel depressed.
Yeah.
If you feel like that every once in a blue moon, you're not depressed. You just got some fucking. I get stressed. Dude.
Right.
I get anxiety.
Yeah,
like
everybody does. That's humans get stressed.
And you just let your. That's why. My son, my oldest, I always was like that with him. Where like, you don't have a choice.
Right.
You don't like. Okay, you're playing basketball. Good luck.
Yeah.
That's you. You work on that.
Yeah.
Not me.
Right.
I'm not going to tell you what to do, tell you how to do it. You want to play, you work on it. You get with your coach. You work. Like he told me, he works at McDonald's, 15 years old. He's like, or he just turned 16 Christmas Eve. And he's like, I was like, when are you allowed to like grill and stuff? He's like, well, when I'm 16, I'm going to learn it this week.
Yeah.
Because... And I'm like, well, why do you want to learn that? They're not going to pay you anymore. He's like, well, if I have more skills there, when they come up to say something to me, they're going to have to pay me more. And I'm like, that's how you need to think.
Yeah.
And that's because here's your job. I don't have nothing. Good luck.
Right.
Talk to them.
Right.
Because the world's not going to, I'm not going to be there.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of people are like, just baby their children so hard. And it's been like that.
Or baby themselves even. Like grown adults, like, just like, I mean, I get it. Like, mental health is definitely important, but I think at a certain point you gotta like just realize you're choosing to be a certain way. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna go through hardships, you're gonna go through shit, but like you get to choose how you handle it. You know?
I mean, yeah, but the government in that Uncle Tom show dealt with that too, where the government rolled out welfare and stuff to still have some kind of hold on people.
Right.
So now, like at work, for instance, me and this other supervisor will talk about stuff. And I'm like, dude, these people work a little different than I would. Like, yeah, I used to go to work like kind of with an attitude, but I would always work like, let's get this shit over with. Let's get it done. Now they're just like, I'm going to work. I'm going to go home. I'm not going to listen to you. Like, I'm going to go home. And then they just will lose their job and not give a shit.
Yeah.
Because they can get some kind of like, and
I think the pandemic didn't help that at all either, because everybody was getting unemployment. Like everybody
and those
was getting
PP loans and shit. Like there's a lot of money out there for like a lot of people still getting free money. It's rather easy to get.
Yeah.
The thing is, it'll catch up to you, and they'll just keep like people get a car for a month, lose it, and then just get another Chrysler.
Yeah.
It used to be Chrysler 300s. Now it's like the Hellcats and shit.
Yeah. We used to live with one of them.
And you don't think that the companies that make those Hellcats aren't making them so you can do that? Because they're selling that car twice.
Yeah.
They sold it to you. You paid a down payment.
Right.
You missed your payments, and they're going to resell it again and again and again and keep that car with no mileage on it.
Yep.
Because you're dumb at
Was Kanye say, people buy stuff, got the lowest self-esteem?
That. Yeah, that brings me to I told you earlier about Walmart. Oh, I went to Walmart this morning.
Yeah.
I have a rule for stores. I go early in the morning or late at night. I don't go in the middle of the day. I don't like a bunch of people. You go after 7 o'clock p.m. or before about 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock a.m.
Yeah.
You go to Walmart, there's no
Peaceful.
one in there. Dude, no, you can hear the music. Pure. I heard Pitbull today. Boom, dun, 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 dun. Dude, you hear Pitbull in Walmart, you're going to spend
You're gonna have a good day.
money. You're going to buy another T-shirt. You're going to buy a Dalla Loca.
Yeah, during those other hours, they're playing like a sad.
The people that work there, bro, ghouls. You know how I feel about ghouls. A lady,
Ghouls.
you know the people that get the groceries for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking for a air compressor.
I always feel so bad because I do that shit. I do the order ahead groceries, but then I'm shopping in the store and I see him walking around getting the groceries. I'm like, fuck, I gotta stop
Lady
doing
was
this.
walking right. I heard her, so I'm in a corner and she's coming around a blind side.
Yeah.
I heard the cart coming. I knew, and there was no one else in there. I'm like, I know it's a worker, and it just seemed like something told me like she's not stable. Comes around the corner, almost hits me with the fucking big ass cart 'cause she doesn't see me yet, and she's hitting it, and I'm just like back, and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry." She had fucking an arm in a sling, broken arm. Pushing the other one, I'm like, "Oh fuck, god damn!" I'm like, "Go on, you're fine." You know, she's like, I'm like, give her some days off. Dude.
Yeah,
She's
no
got a
shit.
broken fucking arm. Like the people, dude. The one dude comes up to me, this old frat. He's like, "Did you find everything, sir?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "Ah."
But, my strong arm.
And then I went to Taco Bell. But this is the workers that are attract, like the people that are having to work now.
Yeah.
I went to Taco Bell in the Walmart parking lot the other day, line around the door or line outside on the drive-through.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, fuck, I'll go in, and I had to order for everybody, and I had the kids in the car, so I was like, Antoine, to stay in the car. I go in, I look around. There's a line around the door. There's plenty of people in there, and the people aren't even looking. The people working aren't even looking at the people standing in line. So I'm like, nope, not ordering here because I know what's like. They don't give a flying fuck.
Yeah.
So I go to the other Taco Bell. They were all right, but still,
Yeah.
dude, food never tastes. It tastes like shit. You go out.
Yeah. That's crazy that like 10, 15 years ago, people at McDonald's were making like $8 an hour and doing way better at their jobs.
Here's why: because everybody's telling them they need to make more money, or they don't need to work for a corporation. You do your own thing. You stream. You become a streamer.
Yeah.
You become.
Make
We have
some
regular
YouTube
fucking
videos.
jobs. Welcome back to the show. If you come down, you're gonna be on it.
I got some juicy beats in the car.
For children, perfect. Hand her a mic. Let's put it on air.
Come on up.
No.
I'll get all nervous on the camera.
Okay, you're already on it. You're
Yeah.
literally in the mirror. We
I'll
can see you.
sit here and pretend.
We're trying to finish up.
Juicy deeds about Antoine.
I don't want to.
Is he? We don't want to put his business all
No,
over the
we
internet.
probably don't wanna put his business
Our 16 viewers
Okay,
are.
we're almost done.
Our 16 subscribers are going to be real.
Real weirded out.
His business.
I don't want to put family people's business.
Yeah,
We're almost
okay.
done. We got about 10 more minutes.
We'll hear about this in a second. Then maybe next week we'll talk about it.
If it's juicy enough.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, we're like the young. Okay, let me put it this way: my kids aren't going to be that way.
Yeah.
But a lot of parents are just tired. You know, they're my age.
Yeah.
They can't handle it because we started that.
And I get it. I mean,
Autism
at the
and-
same time, the cost of living has gone up a lot. Like shit's more
of stress.
expensive now. Like
Yeah, I mean, you're dealing with. You said buying a
house. Yeah, like
that dude.
my fucking parents probably bought their house, 20 or 30 years
So
ago.
are you at the process of going to the bank, or are you just looking?
We already got
for,
pre-approved for a loan, but like,
right, an amount.
but unless you're trying to live like in the fucking slums, like you're paying at least $150K for a house now, plus interest, 7% interest, plus fucking taxes, plus
Yeah.
even the $150K houses are
and
like
then you
need a
gotta-
lot of work.
Then you order, you get the house or whatever. Then you got to get a inspector. If it's fucked up, they have to negotiate. Dude,
Yeah.
I remember getting this. The house in Lima wasn't bad to get. It was dirt cheap.
Right.
This one was right before, like during COVID, at that first whisper of COVID.
Yeah.
And plus, I think my youngest was just born.
Right.
And we were living in that small ass place on campus, and then we were like, we gotta get a house, like we gotta get out of here. And then this thing was like, oh, well, you still got $600 little issue here, so you have to call the fucking the collections or whatever, be like, I gotta pay this, and then you gotta get a note from them, dude.
Yeah.
But now it's probably 10 times worse.
Oh, it's horrible.
3
But
years
plus,
ago,
like,
4 years ago.
you get on fucking that Zillow or whatever, and you can see like when it was sold last or whatever. Like a lot of these houses 2015 even they were sold for like 125K. Now they're up to like 250. I'm like, what
skyrocketed.
fuck,
We can
dude?
sell this house now more, and
You
probably
probably
with
double
all the-
what you paid for it.
with the improvements. Yeah, but
For
yeah,
the
probably close.
Because I was
Without
looking,
the improvements, it already is listed for more.
yeah.
But yeah, with the
Because I was looking at BG for houses, because I was like, why not just like check it out? There's not a lot for sale, first of all, around here, but like probably
there's some nicer little. There's some places I've seen.
really,
You might have to just go to the website of the companies
yeah.
because, like, there's one on this street.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron looked at it. It was like 100 and something, but it's on this road and it's like 4 houses down. Not about my daughter went to the school with the people that used to live there.
Mm-hmm.
That one they just remodeled it, and then there's one
On this street in Brim.
literally 1, 2, probably 5 houses down. That
I'll see if I can drive by it when I leave here.
if you're don't go towards Perrysburg.
Right.
Go this way. It's like a gray house, and there should be a sign out in the yard. And then there's one if you go towards Walmart, but you don't take Main Street.
This is great podcast material.
Right. We're talking about okay, and then if you want to get this house, anyway, yeah, I don't know what I was doing there. Realtor.
Oh, by the way, you're looking in the wrong places.
Actually, we have a real Badminton Boys Realty.
Yeah, you can see this on our Patreon.
If you want a house in Bowling Green, we got you. Fuck the other companies.
But no, yeah, it's been a fucking rough ride. Well, it's only been like 2 weeks we've been looking, so it hasn't
never
really been
gonna
that
get
hard.
better. People are like, it's going to get better. We got stupider people, unfortunately.
Yeah, and you see some of the houses people are flipping like
Shitty. They're barely
Bro.
flipping them.
you can buy a house for like $6,000, but you're gonna clean out all these hoarders mess and shit, these bed bugs and shit.
Yeah, you got to look at like, and then you got water heaters, all kind. Like this house,
Yeah.
we got to replace the furnace in 2 years.
We put an offer in for a house in Perrysburg, and it was all like brand new, like hardwood floors, like new appliances, all this shit. And we said we'd go up to 250K, and somebody outbid us. But dude, this thing was 1,600 square feet. It's a fucking apartment, basically, like the apartment size. I'm like, bro.
I mean, rents probably for apartments isn't cheap.
no, dude, we paid $1,300 right now for our place.
That's what I pay for a mortgage of this.
Yeah,
house.
that's why we're like, fuck this. Let's go get a house. Fuck it. But even that's fucking expensive.
Yeah, but at least you
You
can
own
do
it,
whatever you
yeah.
want in it. Like I can do whatever I want here. I can poop on the floor if I want.
You
and
could.
leave
You
it.
could.
I can poop on the floor and leave it.
You could. We have a lot of money saved up for it too, but it's just like you're paying closing costs, you're paying fucking the taxes up front, you're paying all this shit.
And
so
now it's expensive.
you're paying for a realtor because we don't know how to look for houses. Like, but yeah, dude, it's crazy.
Join
But
my realtor company. I can hook you guys up, dude.
T Clips Realty, Clips Realty by Clips.
Come on in. You see the fridge, it's like bush lights in there. Anyway,
I brought some.
we went and looked at a house once. It was like it smelled like cat. It was so bad, but there was a bunch of dudes in there, like writing and stuff on pamphlets. They
Yeah.
were flippers, and they were trying to. It was actually right across from Magooch's house, right across.
That's probably got to be pretty.
that house was
pretty,
disgusting, bro.
Well, no, I know. If you're a flipper, you got to deal with some shit. But I mean, if you know how to do it, I bet you can make fucking bank doing that shit, dude.
We should be a realty podcast. We talk about flipping
Talking
houses.
about houses.
We don't
Just
flip
go
any
through
houses.
Zillow. we don't even like want to buy anything. We're just visiting these little houses. Like that was for our
Can
podcast.
we shoot a podcast here? Oh man,
Oh, did you see our boy, dude, Viper? Did you see he got fucking arrested?
live long enough to see your heroes become villains.
Did you see this shit?
No, Viper.
Dude, he got arrested for This is what is alleged, which I believe because I mean, look at the fucking dude. He's a crackhead, but he held this girl hostage for 5 years in his garage, like raping her, like fucking starving her and shit.
Viper?
Like, yeah.
While he was making those shitty songs.
I looked into this too. Okay, apparently he doesn't even make those songs. He sends one of his fans like a bunch of verses and stuff that he recorded like of himself just in front of a green screen, and some dude puts it together like these verses together and makes these songs for him. Like,
Damn, Viper's fuck Viper, dude. I regret anything I've ever done. I rebuke you, Viper.
but I like went down this whole rabbit hole, and he like apparently like, has gotten in trouble before for like messaging underage girls and shit. Like and like,
What's up with these weirdos, bro?
dude, I don't know. He's also got some issues, dude.
Okay,
That dude-
there's a million. There's Tinder, whatever, Bumble, fucking everything.
Yeah.
Zip, Zap.
If you get 100,000 viewers on YouTube, you could probably go outside and
Facebook, whatever
Yeah.
you gotta fucking do. Just put your
yeah.
dude. You
I don't
even
understand it.
Contact children, bro.
Fucking NBA players doing this shit. I'm like, you have access to the like
creme de la
best
creme, dude.
Instagram models in the world, and you're like, I need this high schooler. Give me that.
Yeah, but the thing is, like some of those guys you got are emotional, and those girls like switch around with the players. You bring a girl to your game, the next player's gonna be like, oh, what up, girl, and then she's gonna be like. Like they're probably like that. It's probably like that.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, I thought she liked me.
Right,
you know?
right. If you're especially if you're young,
unless you're LeBron, King James,
yeah,
dunking.
I'm
the
sure,
moon,
dude. There's
flying into the sky.
there's no way that he has had some kind of like
I won't down
cheating or whatever.
I will
but
not
like,
down talk LeBron on this podcast.
okay,
bro.
my bad, dog.
Not
my bad,
do
dog.
that. We will
okay,
not.
I will say he's
I've
done a
heard
great
some
job
things.
with his
I've heard
image.
some dusty
but
things from some reputable sources
Yeah.
in the Clee area. Back in the day, this is a long time.
But like, I mean, Viper, you're like, I kind of expect, that doesn't really. I mean, it's surprising because it's how weird and like.
What
fucked
if
up it is.
Viper was in LeBron's position, like a basketball player, and LeBron was Viper?
Oh my god, dude.
LeBron basically is Viper because he does all his songs. You don't know the words. He got his hands on and knees and
LeBron's interviews lately have been rough too. Because his Lakers fucking suck, so he just looks like just so sad, dude. Like fuck.
He don't need to
my,
be depressed, bro.
Wasting my last few years.
He dubbed, dude.
Yeah, I don't know why he cares so much, but he's super competitive. So,
Yeah.
but his son's about to be up here though, or one of them, whichever one of those sons didn't suck as bad. But, but yeah, dude, it's just crazy.
What a podcast we just did. We really hit every angle of.
Boom.
We hit entertainment. We hit real estate. We hit child pornography. We hit fucking every fucking
Child pornography.
not like down. We denounced it.
Yeah, we denounced it. We're against child pornography.
We hit every.
It's a hard stand to take.
No,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, man. What a world we live in, huh?
Yeah, I know that's
2024,
right.
dude.
2024.
Brought us some wild things already, and
Really
I
did.
think it's gonna get. I think this is the year of the fucking dragon. It's the year of the dragon.
It's the year of the dragon. It's the year of the
Drew Hill. And I love you.
Cut to Andre 3000 flute music.